What's up everybody, my name is Gianfranco and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we completed episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. This was a pretty stressful chapter, pretty crazy, and it was kind of like, it seemed like it was going to be like the final episode, like the final chapter, but no. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, has been unlocked after that, so this is the true final chapter of the game. So let's start it. Ooh. On a rainy day. Huh. What? 3D models? I remember seeing this cutscene in the DS version and... Oh... Who's that? Yeah, like I was saying, I remember seeing this cutscene on the DS in the DS version for the first time, and I was like, "Oh wow!" Now they're using like 3D models. Yeah, just that was it. Anyway, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I had offers, but none I took. That is until the day that girl showed up. February 22, 10:02 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial's tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much! My name's Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yeah, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just... You seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in three more years. My work is becoming quite well known. And my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring her Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be... Sorry, scratching my head. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically, don't you? Yeah. Sure, can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll tell you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I needed one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, dodging that subject, and let's move on. The detention room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year, Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is that? Is that to you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like Mia and Maya. And then we have Emma and Lana, which is, you know, kind of... Anyway, is something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's something you should know from the start. Which is... The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh. Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Huh, my. That was a bit of a bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office. Huh. In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Caught in 4K! Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you. Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright! What does it mean? What it means, the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use my means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So, you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by the prosecutors in this district. I'll make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's a powerful, large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this. I got myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, didn't she? Well, why not? I did track him all the way from his office. Although it seems he was very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright? Yes? I think our discussion here is ended. The rest, I'll leave it to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to her crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Ooh. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. And here we have Emma's team. It's kind of similar to the ones from Maya's team, but you know, it has a little charm. Anyway, let's go to the underground parking lot. Yeah. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that was funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworker 3 years from now after all. No harm saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there. You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from a ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. But Mr. Marshall! Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess up what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams this cacti in the deserts dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Was that a hombre of friends of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Love Marshall's team. Alright. No, let's not move. Let's examine. What's this? Or what? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm heading it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into the pocket. I'm called to duty already. I'm a tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in details, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. Woo! 3D models! Yeah, that was like... I'm pretty sure this was like a reason to use the touchscreen in the DS version. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of Enter. Or A if you're playing with a controller. Yeah, I think this is a neat mechanic from... Weirdly enough, only appears in that chapter, but that's, you know... I really like how you can do... how can I say this? Like, you can inspect object, like, you know, from all type of angles, just like I said. So if we, you know, just press here, and then, whoop, we can open it. And there we go. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be used to examine every piece of evidence we find. Yes, I've got to be on my toes from now on. Yeah, look at that. We can even check all this. Which is weird. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure? What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Oh, man. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright? Maybe you know, was Mr. Relatively German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity. Are you sure that was his name? Alright. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here is our clan. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing you to bite the bullet. God, scary! Could you tell us one thing? Who owns this car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. Want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in the saddle, eh? Please? No problem, partner. But time for vitals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza if you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vitals Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right. Great. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Oh my god. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks? And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limit to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cut-up queen are over. Cough up. You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. Images are blurred into my eyes. You might say, yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, Queen. Tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yes, she means it. Oh, man. He's dangerous. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday. Special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know that. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who hunt this den of iniquity. The evil ones. Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocent. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mug me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me Kappa Queen. Ew! The boss hyenas of the evil ones, the one that they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's sure, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What did you witness? What exactly did you witness, Miss Star? It was fascinating, a spectacle to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashing anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. A rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. I don't even want to appreciate part of that Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike. And the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Stars was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, you're talking, Cup Queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Let's go to the High Prosecutor's offices. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's businesses, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! Did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? Buddy was found in this nasty bright red sport car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she simply can scream. What up, edgy boy? So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't. She didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember, you've really grown. I'll admit, it was a bit of a surprise for me too. Think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Emma Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle that I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Hard to remember a time when they weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in a trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. Yikes. That's real stuff, real facts. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. Wasn't even a lawyer yet. But then I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife was added in the court record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Bitch! Come on, can't you take the joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawns. Huh? Those horses are mountain knight. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edward must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair? No, it's nothing. So the chess pieces are Edgeworth? Oh, the Steel Samurai. My, what an amazing bouquet! Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant Steel Samurai! Wow, I want one! Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancée? Wendy Oldbag, I knew it. I don't think so. Oh. Alright, bye! Alright, nothing here. Let's go back to the detention center, I guess. Okay, never mind. Was there something else here? Maybe that shield? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? There's a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? The King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. King of the Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. Alright. Let's move. Oh, she had a little, her necklace or her choker, I don't know. It's like a little squishy squid. That's cute. Nope, nothing here. I guess there's some stuff here. No. There we go. Hey, Edward, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be more on the same side as Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighed any deeper, I'm going to start getting depressed. Oh yeah, right. He's my enemy. What about her? Wait. Okay. How about this card? Lunchtime vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady? Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I do always feel like I'm being mocked. Okay. There's definitely something that I'm missing. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. Must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Oh, cute! What a pretty tea set. I got more for the instant teabag. I go more for the instant teabags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such thing as taking a hobby too far. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edward wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Yeah. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on a ladder. Okay. I'll work this. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture the Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that nameplate just as a souvenir. Don't. He'll see you. Good one. Against my policies to discuss evidence with... Alright. You have something to say about the knife. We should take a look at this. You? Yes. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. Must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this. A pre-infused leaves with steam before brewing. I know it! So that's the secret of their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is a wasted time. Oh yeah, right. Okay. Let me go back here. Court record. Yes, we can inspect this. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it up in the wild? Edgeworth, in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I always picture him as an outdoorsman. Oh, there's a scary thought. Edgeworth is we all know that Edgeworth is freaking introvert. Oh yeah. I never really checked that page. I forgot. Alright, here we have... Ooh, there's an inscription. Hey, check it out, there's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of... Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he is from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. Oh, you don't know. I like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometimes. You don't. When she says it, his name just kinda have a ring of it. Alright, I'm really not sure where to go next. I'm not sure where to go. Alright, what if I present you the trophy? I don't know. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Komachi works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem to be concerned about his award for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Oh, there we go. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands for old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. Any ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edward pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I just little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. That's the Edward I know. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back? What, right? I'd appreciate if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth? What is it? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find a new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Mr. Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your... Oh, give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekings, sir. Officer Meekings. Right, Officer Meekings. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that race next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and... Oh, come on, you guys are mean. Poor dude. He's trying. I feel so bad. Right. Yes, sir. Oh, he got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Alright, thank you. Dude, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door, Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulates like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Oh, he noticed me. Here he's running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my name, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well... Looks... At least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get that information. Hey, I have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Oh, and that's sweet music. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? This is little girl so peeved at me. She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detective. They're not letting any of us ranked and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but is that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think of it, I didn't seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. I was wondering about that. What? The lasting Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Poor Blue Badger. Faded to dance until he drops. Oh, Blue Badger panel, a work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Look at that patrolman. Look, that patrolman is holding the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was just wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got enough fare for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgetting. But I was part of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife. Huh. What would drive the chief prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Oh wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth? The car and knives do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Or Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? Must find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that gets me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? So, this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Oh yeah. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, here have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming to be the chief prosecutor for the chief prosecutor position himself. Wait, what? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. Received from Detective Gumshoe, allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'm surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Alright, if you say so. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry. Looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Oh, hello? Why the surprised look? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in the criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy. That's Lucy's herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I want to... Okay. No! Ah! Would you mind reading this for me? This I want. Fan letters to me go right to the spittoon. It's a letter of the introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe. Ah, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. That's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hoodnanny. Note so, police investigations are like settling lands. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say? I say don't be needing. I say I won't be needing this anymore. Alright. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy right there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here is the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Death due to blood loss, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half. Of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Tell me about yourself. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You're calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives. Till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh really? Now he tells me? But you're a patrolman now. So how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but an old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just he don't realize it yet. Do you think I'm kicked out of the investigation? Alright, let me investigate these nuts. I'm so sorry. Let's investigate here. There's a cell phone. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else who it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Let's check it out. Right, let's check it out. It's doing it for me. Alright. Oh. Whoop. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about this. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Oh man. That's the volume. So we have email or messages, I guess. Man, I remember when my dad had a phone like this. It was like craziest thing. I remember we had a Nokia. I was playing Snake, and then one day he came with an iPhone 3. iPhone 3. Can you believe it? I was really excited because as a kid I always wanted to have like an iPod Touch, and my phone my dad out of nowhere comes with an iPhone 3, an iPhone that was like, whoa! And now we all have Androids because iPhone sucks. Now, to see who the owner of this phone last called. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. That's the Steel Samurai. I don't remember that. That's the Steel Samurai ringtone. Hey, that song! I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Oh, so sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this, anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we pick up the other phone. A wrong number. Oh, not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Oh, I incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Alright, cell phone added to the court record. Oof. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675. Oh, 67S 12-2. There's a name imprinted on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed? Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Let's stop. For detective reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what it means either. Oh man. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have got into me. Maybe it's that dry wind that are blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been playing around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. What? My sister? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What are you saying? Edgeworth was making deals to win these trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timer says. There's a big old secret hidden around somewhere, everyone knows it. Is that the way Detective Gumshoe was taking up the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yeah? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's a Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued.